So I did my bachelor's degree from University of Illinois, right? Illinois, Chicago, and I spent about I lived in the U.S. for about 11 years. I lived in the U.S. I came back, and then later I went to the UK. And UK, I got my master's in software engineering. And okay, so and then I came back to Nepal back in 2000. So America, but more 2007 में फर्के 1996 में गए. And I came back in 2007 and then went back to the UK. The year I'm UK guy. I did my master's there. I spent about 2 years, eh? And I came back. I think 2000 and 2009 ko end tira होला, eh? December, I think. I came back, and since then I'm in Nepal, right? And it's good, right? Overall, not bad. Okay, so yeah, I mean, I'm really pleased that you are interested in this field, and then you've taken the initiative to learn more about this, learn this data science, machine learning, this field, which is the must-have skills. This is a must-have skills new. Okay, right? So I congratulate you on your this initiative that you have taken. Right? Okay, so yeah, okay. So I think is there someone here? Just give me a second, Yes, I'm trying to join you. Okay. So जो यहाँ मिटमा हुनुहुन्छ नि, so उहाँहरूलाई I don't know if you see the message, मैले मेसेजमा एउटा जुमको लिङ्क पठाएको छु है. So please join the Zoom link if you can, है त. Okay. If not, I hope you can see it. Yeah, मेसेजमा छ. Please follow the link. And then okay. So anyway, okay, just a second. Yeah. Okay, so let me give you some introduction about the course. Course चाहिँ कस्तो छ भन्दाखेरि, I mean, this course starts from the very, very basics. के छ भन्दाखेरि, if you have done very basic kind of program, right? Even basic programming, like C, C++, or any language, right? Basic level programming गर्नुभएको छ. कुनै पनि language, your basic programming concepts छ भने you can pick it up, right? Because we start from the very, very, very basics. Complete. I कसरी start हुन्छ भन्दाखेरि, I assume मेरो assumption के हुन्छ भन्दाखेरि, you are complete. It's as if you have never done programming, right? Almost at that level, almost at that level. And then so I'll give you this fundamental information. Start learning, right? And yeah, we learn through Python. Python is the de facto language for AI and data science and AI. And because okay, we'll talk about the reasons for that as well. Because one of the reasons is it's very simple. It's very simple. The language is very simple, very expressive, right? And then it's and then it has a very good ecosystems. Ecosystem means there are a lot of libraries and libraries. As we if you as we go on through the course, right? You'll find that we'll be using a lot of libraries. Libraries right? And then we use them. And then ISMA, Python, it is a very good ecosystem. Right? And then you have library for almost everything. Okay, you have a library for that. Right? And then that makes it really convenient. Okay, even a kid can learn this. Kidहरूले पनि बच्चाहरूले पनि यो प्रोग्रामिङ सिक्न सक्छन्. र मेरै छोरीहरू पनि छ, they are एउटा चाहिँ 9मा पढ्छ, एउटा 6मा पढ्छ. They can pick it up. Okay, they're learning and they find it very interesting. Right, JavaScriptहरू यो गराउँछ कि उनीहरूलाई, and they're very interested. And then yeah, the sooner they learn, the better. Right? So okay, so yeah, I mean, this language is very easy to pick up. First thing, okay, but it's nothing. You need to dedicate some time to it. Time नदिकन हुँदैन यसमा. So just class को बारेमा मात्रै हुँदैन. So you need to I think the more the better है जति तपाईले जति more hours दिनुहुन्छ it's all about time right learning something new because I'm still learning learning is I take so many different courses yeah still courses or lead on to किताबहरु पढिरहनु हुन्छु research paper पढिरहनु हुन्छु I try to keep up with the field right because this field is so fast moving it's very fast moving moving fast right and then we need to keep up with the latest researches what's going on in the industry what's going on in the academia I know and what's going on in the research field and then it's really we need to keep track of that right because at least you need to get a sense of where things are going in the field in this field right okay so त्यसले गर्दाखेरि I mean त्यो चाहिँ यो फिल्डमा स्पेसली यो फिल्डमा स्पेसली एआईमा अनि ओभरअल कम्प्युटर साइन्समै भनौँ होइन सो यसमा के छ भन्दाखेरि यु सुड अल के यु आर एक्सपेक्टेड टु बी ए एन लाइफ लङ लर्नर है लाइफ लङ लर्नर हुनैपर्छ कि किन भन्दाखेरि यो यसमा okay because if you do not do that hey if you don't learn on a regular basis on almost on a daily basis right so के हुन्छ भन्दाखेरि you get left out and then you are obsolete right before you know it right so if I do not keep up for about say 6 months okay I'll be just just obsolete this doesn't so त्यसले गर्दा but रमाइलो छ त्यो right so keeping up and everything learning new things learning it's fun I really find it fun right and then if you enjoy it the first thing thank you Mary we need to enjoy it I enjoy गरेन भने चाहिँ hey this field is not होइन त्यो जसले यो इन्जोय गर्दैन जो who doesn't like problem solving who doesn't like challenges right who doesn't want to put in the time है त्यस्तो हो भने चाहिँ this field may not be right for them right अनि यो फिल्ड चाहिँ कस्तो भन्दाखेरि who wants to who is a lifelong learner always wants to learn right and then and then who finds it really fun who loves to solve problems loves challenges right this sort of like see this is the perfect field and then it's a very lucrative field as well and you can make a lot of money here as well right in the US that's I think the base salary for AI engineers it's about say 150K a year $150,000 a year around the area भन्छ state area ठाउँ हेरिकन हुन्छ त्यही पनि एभरेजमा भन्दाखेरि I think it's around say 150,000 per year right and then the demand is there यति धेरै डिमान्ड छ है okay so जो अरू फिल्डहरूबाट आउनु भएको छ होइन उहाँहरूलाई पनि अफकोर्स अब आखिरमा सबै चाहिँ अब होइन कम्पिटिसनमै गइसक्यो कि almost every field has gone competition भनेपछि अब यो कुनै पनि फिल्ड यस्तो हुँदैन कि जहाँ चाहिँ होइन कम्पिटिसनल यो भनौँ न स्किल्सहरू त्यो नभइकन यु क्यान सर्भाइभ है यु क्यानट बी कम्पिटेटिभ है सो त्यसले गर्दाखेरि अफकोर्स यहाँ कतिजना होइन उहाँ यहाँहरू अरू फिल्ड मिन्स होइन फिल्डहरू एन्ड यु वान्ट टु युज द डेटा साइन्स स्किल्स and machine learning skills in your field, and which is perfect, right? And then that will help you get ahead in your field, right? Okay, so त्यो भयो, and then अब यसमा चाहिँ okay, what the topics covered, right? Topics covered के छ भन्दाखेरि I think let me show you through the website and quickly होइन हुन त त्यहाँ छ तपाईँहरूले हेर्नुभयो होला है but still मैले let me try to explain है त okay so let me pull up that this website, our website. One second. Okay, here we go. Let me share my screen, right? Okay. one more time. जो मिटमा हुनुहुन्छ जो पछि जोइन गर्नुभयो नि so there is a link on the conversation the chat है यसैको च्याटमा चाहिँ त्यहाँ लिङ्क छ please follow the link है so that you can see the screen this screen I'll be sharing okay okay let me share my screen here we go okay hope you can see my screen now right okay so yeah screen देख्नुहुन्छ हजुर can you see the screen
Oh, yes, sir.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. So okay. So quickly introduction. Okay. So here fundamental, right? Fundamental part about around 10 hours to fundamental part. Okay. It's my intermediate. I'll get the my intermediate value. I'll get the advanced value. Right? 10 hours. NumPy, which is your base library here, right? In my library. This one NumPy, Pandas, to Matplotlib. You think the base library for data science one, right? NumPy, you just say fundamental library, no? Right? Okay. And this command the Pandas was Pandas is a Matplotlib was okay. And scikit-learn, okay. Scikit-learn is a machine learning, like. And then it's much a breakdown is roughly, right? 10 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours for NumPy, 12 hours for Pandas, roughly. Could be 9, 11, could be 13, could be 14, but it's roughly. And the Matplotlib, about 5 hours. And then machine learning, that's because that's our main focus. It takes 16 hours. And then 16 hours, idea, but there's a lot of understanding, conceptual understanding. Conceptual understanding धेरै छ त्यसमा होइन म्याथमेटिक we need to treat mathematically पनि ट्रिट गर्नुपर्ने हुन्छ त्यहाँ है सो त्यो म्याथमेटिक्स लिएर त्यो कोर फन्डामेन्टल थ्योरी के त्यो थ्योरी नभइकन अफकोर्स यु क्यान डु विदाउट द थ्योरी एज वेल है त्यो थ्योरी त्यो म्याथमेटिक्स नभए पनि यु क्यान डु मसिन लर्निङ बिकज अहिले चाहिँ के छ भन्दाखेरि एब्स्ट्राक्सन द लेभल अफ एब्स्ट्राक्सन इज सो हाई है सो त्यसले गर्दाखेरि के हुन्छ भन्दाखेरि you can pretty much अहिले चाहिँ you can do programming and even very advanced machine learning right even deep learning without much understanding much thorough understanding of the fundamentals or the theory है किन भन्दाखेरि यो सबै यो के भयो भन्दाखेरि टुल्सहरू छ क्या and then you if you know how to use the tools तपाईँले सबै कुरा नबुझ्यो भने तपाईँले होइन प्रडक्टहरू बनाउन सकिन्छ होइन डेटा एनालिसिस गर्न सकिन्छ होइन so but you need to understand the under the hood के भइरहेछ है सो त्यसको इन्जिन चाहिँ बुझ्नु जति बुझ्यो त्यति राम्रो होइन okay so त्यसले गर्दाखेरि we spend a lot of time on this one right okay so that is the course breakdown. I think you have seen what we cover here in the fundamental part. We'll cover this from the very basic of what is a variable and a variable key RAM key and the computer system key and how RAM and CPU work together and different architectures and this compilers interpreter key and how programmers run program कसरी हुन्छ होइन त्यो hardware part पनि त अलिअलि थाहा पर्यो नि त होइन so hardware, how does the computer system work? Like first we'll start from there. Right? So how does the computer system work? Okay, so from an engineering perspective, right? From a not in all this detail, but the overviews, okay? Right? So theory, and this we see then we'll delve into variables, right? And this we see, of course, the data type and type conversion, and there are different operators around. So, and then your basic data structures. Data structures will list is the most common data structure. Right? And this we have. Is this someone? It's like someone's trying to join. Probably here. Okay, कसले raise hand गर्नुभएको छ okay so link okay 1 second okay because पछि join गर्नु हो उहाँहरूले चाहिँ maybe they didn't get the link so let me send them again okay just a second okay I hope you got it ल त्यो त्यसमा जो पछिबाट जोइन गर्नुभएको छ नि यहाँ मिटमा है हजुरहरूले चाहिँ यो मैले भर्खर फेरि मैले यो जुमको लिङ्क पठाएको छु है प्लिज जोइन देयर है ओके अन्त यो दुवै खुलै हुन्छ त्यो पनि okay so and then yeah basic data structures like list tuple sets frozen sets dictionary यिनीहरू चाहिँ basic data structures है हाम्रो building blocks इटाहरू जस्तै हो के जस्तै एउटा बिल्डिङ बनाउन इटाहरू चाहियो होइन and then सबै यो होइन यो material चाहियो नि building blocks चाहियो नि so those are the building blocks means so we need list चाहिन्छ होइन tuple dictionary and such हामी एकदमै धेरै use गर्छौँ no matter how complex the programming is right so ultimately we need all of those right? And then we'll talk about the conditionals, which is not just in Python, but any programming language. So, conditionals and if else, right? Maybe when those of you who have done programming before, you guys know this, right? And this we see you got loops, which is the iterative, right? Iterative branch. Functions, right? The fundamental, right? What is function, right? Which is very, very fundamental, right? So I will try to relate this mathematically, right? Because you're speaking basis mathematics, so but yeah. So maybe I will, try to, you know, drive these in terms of mathematics, but don't worry about mathematics. Mathematics, this is a boring mathematics, right? Okay, because you know, mathematics is really fun. It's really interesting, and then it's the you know uh, it's the way that's being taught, right? कसरी पढाइन्छ त्यो भन्नुपर्छ कि है mathematics जस्तो it's a really juicy subject एकदमै juicy and then basis of all the science and engineering is mathematics है र म्याथमेटिक्स चाहिँ कसरी पढाइन्छ त्योमा होइन त्योमा भन्नुपर्छ त्यही त्यही कुरालाई एकदम बोरिङ पनि बनाउन सकिन्छ त्यही कुरालाई एकदम इन्ट्रेस्टिङ बनाउन सकिन्छ है ओके सो डोन्ट वरी म्याथ भन्नाले डराउनु पर्ने छैन कसैको यसो डर लाग्छ भने है सो most of you I'm sure that you are good at math eh? And yeah so yeah we'll do functions language functions such so you take super detail so that I मेरो के छ भन्दाखेरि I want to create a very good good foundation in my students so त्यो चाहिँ मेन कुरा फन्डामेन्टल राम्रो भयो भने माथि यतिकै राम्रो हुन्छ कि किनभने मेन कुरा फन्डामेन्टल बुझेन भने माथि गाह्रो हुन्छ उठाउनलाई होइन तर if you have your फन्डामेन्टल जस्तै एलन मस्कले भन्छ कि उसले के भन्छ भन्दाखेरि फर्स्ट प्रिन्सिपल्समा जाऊ भन्छ कि फर्स्ट प्रिन्सिपल्स means break it down the first to the very very basic the underlying है त्यहाँबाट because he studied physics होइन अनि physics okay and then त्यसले गर्दाखेरि there's this first principle right so we need to try to go always at the level of first principle level right okay so सकेसम्म right okay anyway so okay so this is the fundamental part which will spend maybe about 10 hours in this one right okay and intermediate part, as you can see here, functional programming, because Python is a functional program, right? Functional programming language. Functional programming means everything is done through functions. And then this function, the same function that we'll study in detail here, the U function, right? Okay, and then, okay, so functional makes everything. And then Python, when you give Python, functions are first-class citizens, right? We'll deal with that. So after you have gone through this, you'll be really proficient at analyzing functions or tracing through like tracing execution tracing. I know we can do. You'll be able to do execution tracing of very complex functions. Okay. And then, of course, we'll do file handling where we can read, write, and append files that are in the disk. Disk file so read programming environment and then manipulate input stream, output stream, and then low level right? And then we'll have object-oriented, okay? Python object-oriented programming let's go detail and then these things that you study here, right? And then this basically your conditional loops or functions or these cut across all the programming languages, right? Pretty much every programming language, no matter how old, how new, the concept of the thing है सो प्रोग्रामिङ ल्याङ्ग्वेज सबै प्रोग्रामिङ ल्याङ्ग्वेज object oriented programming language जुन कन्सेप्टहरू यहाँ पढ्छौँ है त्यही अप्सन इट अप्लाइज टु एभ्री अदर ल्याङ्ग्वेज एभ्री अदर प्रोग्राम आई मिन ओओपी भनेको object oriented programming language त्यो चाहिँ के भन्दाखेरि बट या सिन्टेक्स चाहिँ फरक हुन्छ द वे यु राइट प्रोग्राम्स माइट बी डिफरेन्ट इज डिफरेन्ट अक्रस आई मिन बिट्विन ल्याङ्ग्वेजेस बट के भन्दाखेरि द अन्डरलाइन कन्सेप्ट जुन थ्योरी छ जुन principles they are the same, right? So that the things that you study here is applicable across many other object-oriented language, and they say comprehension. We'll study these three components, and then maybe this might not be okay. You did the important China, so I can skip these. That's the UI. I can skip these. For beginners, it might be a bit more overwhelming. That's मेरो experience. So अनि यो पछि हामी data science गर्दाखेरि को टपिक्सहरू गर्दाखेरि so we don't really होइन त्यति directly use हुँदैन त्यसले गर्दाखेरि these I can very quickly go through this, but I won't spend too much time on these. So यतिसम्म गर्न सक्यो भने पनि है your Python को जुन level छ it will be way up there है एकदमै माथि आइसक्यो हुन्छ. Provided that you do the assignments and then you take active participation in the class. So त्यो गर्नुभयो भने चाहिँ I mean you are guaranteed. I can guarantee you personally. I can guarantee that तपाईँको skill level अर्कै level हुन्छ. That is guaranteed. Okay, so अर्को चाहिँ we need statistical concepts चाहियो because data science भनेको it's based on all statistics and even machine learning is सबै statistical based हो होइन. So यसको basic concepts जस्तै mean median mode भनेको centrality concept है, measure of centrality है, standard deviation variance this measure of dispersion है, probability distributions, probability भनेको के हो है, conditional probabilities है, Bayes theorem है, अनि त्यसपछि probability distributions है, the mean with the machine learning is यसमा धेरै नै डिपेन्डेन्ट है अहिलेको मेसिन लर्निङ. जस्तै अहिले तपाईँले च्याट जिपिटी भन्नुहुन्छ नि, च्याट जिपिटी चलाउनुहुन्छ नि है. सो च्याट जिपिटी इज फुल्ली बेस्ड अन प्रोबेबिलिटी. इट्स अल प्रोबेबिलिटी. त्यो प्रोबेबिलिटी डिस्ट्रिब्युट उसले चाहिँ के गर्छ नेक्स्ट वर्ड प्रेडिक्सन हो क्या त्यहाँ है. सो तपाईँले जुन प्रम्प्ट गर्नुहुन्छ त्यो प्रम्प्टलाई उसले चाहिँ नेक्स्ट वर्ड प्रेडिक्सन गर्ने हो है. नेक्स्ट वर्ड प्रेडिक्सन के को आधारमा गर्छ, प्रोबेबिलिटीको डिस्ट्रिब्युसनको आधारमा गर्छ है. Okay, so we need to know what to do. Okay, we'll look at basically two most widely used distribution. यो अरू distributions छ, beta distribution छ and Poisson. There's so many other distribution, right? Okay, but we'll study mainly these two: uniform distribution and Gaussian distribution or norm distribution. Right? This is the concept of correlation covariance, multivariate correlation covariance. Right? Mathematically, we'll treat them. Right? Also in code, है, math plus code यो दुवै छ है. Okay, अनि त्यसपछि अब यहाँबाट data science को data science मा के छ भन्दाखेरि we'll talk about we'll deal with or rather work with NumPy है. NumPy, some people say NumPy पनि भन्छ है. NumPy, which is the numerical Python package है. So this is the fundamental library है, the base library भने के हो के है, त्यो the array level मा काम गर्छ है. And then this say a few years ago the black hole picture आएको थियो which made international headlines, right? Or this and that was possible due to NumPy. NumPy हुँदैन थियो भने there was no way. त्यो चाहिँ फोटो खिचाएको त होइन, त्यो चाहिँ के भन्दाखेरि वर्ल्डमा कति 5वटा अब्जर्भेटरीबाट त्यो विभिन्न त्यो डेटा कलेक्सन गरे, त्यो डेटाबाट पिक्चर बनायो कि त्यो ब्ल्याक होलको पिक्चर त लिन सम्भव छैन है. सो त्यसमा चाहिँ द मेन बेस लाइब्रेरी त्यसको त्यो सबै पाइथनमा गरेको चाहिँ है, त्यो सब पाइथनमै गरेको थियो त्यो होइन. there are millions of lines of code, right? And then it's all written in Python, and त्यसको बेस लाइब्रेरी चाहिँ पाइथन के NumPy है. NumPy यदि NumPy हुँदैन थियो भने त्यो there's no way they could have done it है. So त्यति पावरफुल लाइब्रेरी हो, त्यति फन्डामेन्टल लाइब्रेरी, त्यति पावरफुल. So we'll look at okay, by the way यो छ नि Zoom चाहिँ every 40 minutes मा भन्छ कि के अरे अफ हुन्छ. सो Zoom चाहिँ यो डिस्कनेक्ट आफै 40 minutes काट्यो भने चाहिँ डिस्कनेक्ट भयो भने प्लिज जोइन ब्याक है, तुरन्तै जोइन ब्याक गर्नु होला है. ओके, alright, so NumPy so we'll start the very basics of NumPy from the NumPy arrays है. NumPy को है attributes, indexing, slicing देखि लिएर multi-dimensional arraysमा है यसको कन्सेप्टहरु, arraysहरुलाई कसरी रिसेपिङ गर्ने, concatenation, splitting कसरी गर्ने है, standard data typesहरु हैन. NumPy को ufuncs भन्ने एकदमै पावरफुल vectorized functionsहरु है, vectorized operationsहरु, अनि aggregatesहरु, inner outer products भने के हो हैन. Vector है, I mean vector in the form of vectors मा बुझाउँछु हजुरलाई. अनि we'll do analysis. The first analysis, very basic analysis on prisoner heighterको data छ. त्यसमा हामी विभिन्न histogramहरु ufuncsहरु गरिन्छ. Excuse me. अनि broadcasting is another एकदमै important concept है, broadcasting. and comparator mask Boolean logic. And here we'll do an example. See, okay, we'll do through real data. Real data. So you Seattle को real 2014 को rainy वर्षभरिको rain को data छ त्यो. अनि weather data छ त्यसमा हामी rain मात्रै लिन्छौँ. अनि त्यसको analysis गर्छौँ. अनि त्यसपछि fancy indexing अनि random points sampling भयो. अनि arithmetic sorting and all these. So यति मात्रै पनि it will give you tremendous amount of that fundamental grounding. Okay. Okay, so yeah, सोध्नुभयो so please send the link to join after it goes off after 40 minutes. It's the same link, by the way. त्यही नै link, right? So if we continue with this, so Zoom मा
सर त्यो मेरो गुगल मिट मैले क्लोज गरिसकेँ कि अब त्यो लिंक मैले हेर्न
okay, I see.
कारण प्लिज
okay, okay, no problem. Okay, I'll send again here. Yeah, चाहिँ म फेरि copy गरेर paste गर्छु नि एक second है. Let me see. Copy it. Sorry. Chat. Yeah, I've sent it again. Hey, so you're saying you often that you been done so please अर्को ठाउँमा copy paste गर्नुलाई. Okay, so yeah. अनि त्यस्तै गरी अर्को छ pandas. यसको माथि pandas बस्छ. मेन डेटा एनालिसिस भने हामी pandas मा गर्छौँ.
सर मैले हजुरलाई फेरि डिस्टर्ब गरेँ जुममा पेस्ट गरिदिनु भएको हो नि हैन सर जुममा आएको छैन
हजुर ए जुममा
सेन्ड भएको छैन
ए वेट जुममा भर्खर जुममा वेट यहाँनिर एभ्रीबडी हुनुपर्ने ओके सो यहाँनिर प्रब्लम रहेछ एकजनाको प्रकाश सिको मात्रै गाह्रो छ एभ्रीवन ओके सो
सर भयो थ्याङ्क यू
ओके थ्याङ्क यू alright so yeah अनि pandas है so हामीले मेन टाइम के गर्छौँ भने pandasमा गर्छौँ pandas is very very convenient objects called data frame है mainly data frame हामी data frame मा गर्छौँ धेरै कुरा data frame मा गर्छौँ अनि जुन normal database operationsहरू हुन्छ है त्यो चाहिँ यसमा गर्न मिल्छ चाहिँ mergeहरू joinहरू everything जुन standard SQL databases-हरुमा भने सबै यसमा in a much simplified way. Right? It's a more conceptual framework, the relational database conceptual. Right? This is what I'll relate to that. Right? Okay. And then aggregation or grouping, right? Just like a standard SQL. Right? SQL, really SQL match, right? Right? Okay, and then time series है एकदमै important छ time series. Okay, यसको एकदमै डिटेलमा हामी stock market analysis गर्छौँ Microsoft data stock market analysis गर्छौँ है and this we see also there's another example. Okay, and this we see we'll do matplotlib मा चाहिँ see how to plot है त्यसलाई graph किनभने data analysis गरेपछि के हुन्छ भन्दाखेरि we need to present those data in the form of graphs and charts है nice visualization गर्नु पर्यो नि त है okay त्यसको लागि we have a library called matplotlib है त्यसको कसरी गर्ने यसको we'll go into full detail. Okay, and then machine learning. Machine learning, let's say we'll start with the basic understanding of the fundamental introduction of machine learning. Okay, and then we'll talk about different categories of machine learnings. Like this, you start qualitatively, and after that, we'll learn about the scikit-learn package, which is the library for machine learning. Right. And this will see यसमा धेरै टपिक्सहरु छ जस्तै hyperparameter tuning-हरु भयो model validation भयो यो feature engineering कसरी गर्ने है अनि विभिन्न algorithms-हरु है Naive algorithm linear regression है SPM random forest PCA k-means and so on and so forth है so यो यसमा यो तपाईहरुले you will not just learn the algorithms है or these how to use the tools right? Of course you'll learn, okay? But more importantly, you'll learn the fundamental theory, right? Fundamental theory, okay? So at that, almost at the first principle level, right? So that will be my, teaching. That what I will endeavor, what I'll try to do, right? Okay. And and then there are some projects, assignment and projects. There's a total of 10 assignments. So we have these are fundamental parts. The yes, fundamental. यसमा कि Python basics, conditionals, functions and loops है यसको के एक्सरसाइजहरू छ you guys will need to do them. त्यसपछि okay messages second okay good. Okay, so अनि त्यसपछि and then file handling यो middle level file handling छ डिक्सनरिजहरू यो भयो हैन यो अनि त्यसपछि यो नम्पाईको एउटा असाइनमेन्ट छ ओके प्यान्डेसको एउटा छ अनि डेटा साइन्स प्रोजेक्ट छ एउटा कोभिडको डेटा एनालिसिस गर्ने अनि त्यसपछि एउटा मसिन लर्निङ प्रोजेक्ट छ है सो तपाईहरुले so most people you know they complete up to 10 चाहिँ कसैले मात्रै complete हुनुहुन्छ कि unfortunately, but I hope that if you know I hope that you will do all of them, right? The more तपाईँले यो सबै गर्नुभयो भने you'll be in a very good place in terms of your skills, skills and knowledge. तपाईँको अर्कै लेभलमा पुगिन्छ, that is guaranteed. So if you genuinely do the work, right? If you put in the time and effort, and then so of course you need to do your independent research as well, right? So the YouTube videos त्यसलाई अझै reinforce गर्ने के है यसमा मैले प्रोभाइड गर्ने मटेरियलहरू बुकहरू त छँदैछ हैन सो त्यो पढ्नु पर्यो त्यसलाई टाइम दिनु पर्यो के है सो त्यसो गर्नुभयो भने चाहिँ okay so you can almost work at the professional level है entry level मा मजाले you can work. Okay, and this is my this profile, and then see I've completed all these, and recently I've completed one more. I completed the generative AI specialization, right? So I keep I'm a lifelong learner, so I just it's just fun for me, right? To keep myself updated, right? Okay. So there's very little time left on this one. So what I'll do is on Zoom, right? Zoom let me disconnect, right? And then please join back, right? Just disconnect गरिहाल्छु and join गरिहाल्नु होला है त. Same link, it's the same link, right? Okay, let me end it.
Sure.
Okay, thank you.